Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today, I am actually really excited to talk about the whole issue with people always wanting to start over on goals. I feel like they've always failed and they need to start over and they need a fresh start. They need a fresh month. They need a new Monday and all these things. Then they talk all this game up and then they fail again instead of just continuing on forward. And I think that talking about how to stay committed to your health and fitness goals is going to be something that is a mindset shift. And that is something that I used to struggle with too. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I've done that have actually helped me a lot to change my mindset surrounding goals so that I don't feel like I've failed when I have a day that's not perfect. Because we're not looking for perfect, we're looking for consistent. And you can be consistent overall and still have an off day, still have a day where you don't track your food, still have a day where you don't necessarily work out or where you go out for drinks or whatever your lifestyle brings, right? So I just want to go over that piece. So if your goals right now completely are surrounded by how you want to look or how you want to or what size pants you want to wear or what a scale number says, then you are very focused on a physique only goal, and that is just purely not going to be enough to get you to keep going long term. And that's what was an issue for me too, is I would like look forward to these treat days and these cheat days and these days where I didn't have to, follow the plan, and then I would feel guilty after, and then I'd beat myself up, and we'd have to start over fresh on a Monday. And it's a really vicious circle, and I see a lot of people going through it. So, if you have a physique only goal, we need to change that in order to make this something that you want to do and continue on doing long term through life, even when we have days that aren't perfect. It just means that we move forward to the next day instead of starting over or going into the dark, deep hole of 6 months of following no plan at all, not doing anything good for you, to have to really do a total reset on your life in order to get back towards where you want to be. So, if we can get you to change your health and fitness mindset, you can change how you look at start dates, day ones, current days, future goals, all these things. Okay. So, now things that I've done to help change my mindset is, I'm not really looking at my workouts and looking at my food choices as things to help me with my physique anymore, right? Like, do I want to have like a leaner physique? Sure. Do I want to have like a more muscular butt? Yeah, absolutely. I do. But I do the workouts because they make me feel good, but I'm also doing the workouts because I need to be my best in order to have energy, in order to help my kids through life, right? They're 10 and 8 and they're very active in sports and working out and travel basketball and God knows what else is going to come down the road. And I need to be the mom that's available for them, to be their defensive dummy, to, help push them through, to run sprints up and down the court with them when we're training between practices or games, right? Like, they need me to have the energy in order to help them become better versions of themselves. If I am not doing my own workouts and taking care of myself, making better food choices, I'm not going to have that energy. I'm going to be the parent that's stuck on the bench and not helping. And I don't want them to have that memory of me, right? There's nothing really wrong if you're the parent that chooses to be on the bench and always just watching, but don't you want to have, if you do want to have that, memory with them and them have that memory of you, like helping them become better, pushing them to do drills, pushing them to try this new thing or running the courts with them, isn't that something that you would want? So having that energy in order to follow through on that is a big mindset shift for me. So while I might go out and do sprints on my own a few mornings a week, that's in order to help me stay strong enough and have enough energy in order to do sprints with them when we go over to do their practices. So it's not about my physique anymore. It's not about a scale number. It's what I'm trying to accomplish with my family that is now the big goal pusher, and it makes it that much easier to follow through on it all the time. Another one, I need to be able to have energy for travel, okay? Like, our kids, they may do a lot of local tournaments and games, but that doesn't mean that we're at home, right? We're, up and out the door by 6:30 in the morning, a lot of Saturdays and Sundays, and we don't get home until 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night a lot of those times because we have a wide variety of games at different places, and we're local, but we're not necessarily home. So we're always going to be on the run. And I need to have enough energy to not only get up and get there and be involved, but like to just survive the travel itself, right? So those types of things matter a lot in the food choices that we make along the way, how we sleep, how we drink water, how we work out. All those things are going to attribute how we think, how our mood is, like how much energy we have, how strong we can be through these crazy seasons of life. So another big thing is, that part is, being able to survive this crazy portion of life that's going to last me another good 10 years. So I need to make sure that I'm ready to rock it. Another one that's a really big one is that I keep learning a lot more about perimenopause and menopause, the next transition in my life and in my hormone transitions. And it can happen to women anywhere between 35 and 55, really just start feeling these things. And I do feel like I've started to feel some of those shifts happen, but I'm still pretty regular on all of my things. But what I have discovered is a lot of the good habits that I teach you guys about food, about workouts, about sleep, about stress, about all of these things are things that are going to help you really take on perimenopause and then post-menopause life that much better, because there's so many things that can occur when we go through this transition in life that can really start to degrade our health just as a side effect. So if we go into it at an optimal point, feeling our best, feeling strong, having muscle, it's going to actually help us, with less fractures. It's going to help us with having better cholesterol. It's going to help prevent us from having that extra belly fat gain. We're going to go through some of these things that happen, but if we can help prevent it, then why wouldn't we? So when I look at my food choices right now, I know that I'm doing myself a service and a benefit for 10, 15, 20 years in my future. It's pretty cool. So something that I just really kind of leave you with, it's kind of a fast one. Invest in your health now. If you invest in your health now, invest in your lifestyle now, invest in your habit building and execution, all of these things now, not only are you going to be a better you right now, but you're going to avoid having extra investments into medical bills later. It's a big piece, you guys. And the best part of this whole thing is that all this stuff, all these pieces, it actually gives me the body that I like, and it gives me how I want to feel as a side effect, which is the cherry on top, right? So I get to feel good about myself, and I don't always have to start over on every Monday. I don't have to have cheat and treat days or anything like that. I don't have to worry about if I miss a Saturday workout, right? It's okay. And I know that now, and I don't have to start over. I can just simply continue living life. And that's where I want you to get to. So please, if you're struggling with this always constantly starting over thing, really evaluate what your goals are and why those are your goals, because we might need to make it a bigger picture and not so right now. If you have a right now goal, it may not help as much as if you have a long-term goal, right? So, and maybe make that goal about more about how you feel in the life that you're trying to live instead of just about how you look in a bikini. So if that helps, I hope. If you need more help, reach out. I have my app. I coach everybody through there. Have the free Facebook group as well. You're welcome to join into that. And as always, you're welcome to reach out to me directly. So have a great day. Hope this helps you, and I'll talk to you next time.